الحسن والثناء الجميل، وأشهد أن لا إله إلا الله ولي الصالحين، وأشهد أن سيدنا وحبيبنا محمدا عبده ورسوله صلى الله عليه وسلم. We just recite Surah As-Saff, and in Surah As-Saff there is a very powerful ayah related to the parables of the light in the Quran, which is the second category in our series. Allah said, يريدون ليطفئوا نور الله بأفواههم والله متم نوره ولو كره الكافرون هو الذي أرسل رسوله بالهدى ودين الحق ليظهره على الدين كله ولو كره المشركون. They want to blow out the light of Allah, but Allah always will perfect His light. Through history, there's ongoing struggle, ongoing conflict between light and darkness, between truth and falsehood, between revelation and rebellion. Since Adam and Iblis, since Iblis refused to prostrate to Adam, that struggle starts there. And every time Allah sent His messengers salawatullahi alayhim, with the light of revelation, and the falsehood all start to stop that light. This is a long history with that. All the messengers. That's why in this surah Allah mentioned two messengers, Musa and Isa, which is the big two of the big prophets around the history. And what's the result? No one can stop the light of Allah tabaraka wa ta'ala. But the amazing thing in the ayah is the expression. Allah said, لِيُطْفِئُوا. They want to blow it out with their breath. Imagine a huge flame and a man tried to stop that flame with his own breath. Subhanallah. Big flame, big fire, and how you want to stop it? Just by his breath. That's the parable here. The light of Allah tabaraka wa ta'ala is so huge, and people try to stop it by their breath. Those people who try to stop it by their breath, that indicate the weaknesses compared to the flame. That indicates the arrogance. So the light of Allah is always there, but the people try to stop it by lies, by propaganda, by try to spread misconception. لِيُطْفِئُوا نُورَ اللَّهِ بِأَفْوَاهِهِمْ. Then Allah tabaraka wa ta'ala made a promise. وَاللَّهُ مُتِمُّ نُورِهِ. The second pronunciation, وَاللَّهُ مُتِمُّ نُورَهُ. In Surah At-Tawbah, وَيَأْبَى اللَّهُ إِلَّا أَن يُتِمَّ نُورَهُ. Allah made a promise that He will perfect this light. That's it. It means Quran will be always there. Revelation will always be shine and bright. That means no one can stop it. Because you can't stop the heart from receiving that revelation. You can kill the body, but the soul, you can't take over the soul. Look at what happened in communism in the early 20th century. There's a lot of countries like Uzbekistan, Kazakhstan, Turkmenistan, Kyrgyzstan, all these countries, they suffer for 90 years. They banned the mosque, they closed the mosque, they banned the mushaf. Prayer that time is a big crime. And so what? The people used to save their religion, and they used to recite the Quran and build a small room under the house, hiding themselves just to keep that light. And when that finish, now look at these countries nowadays. That's the example of someone who wants to try to blow out that light. It's impossible. Look at the old propaganda now spread about Islam. However, every single day, a person convert to Islam. Every single day. Why? Because it's the light of Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala. But Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala here in Surah As-Saff mentioned a profound lesson. Allah promised He will spread this light. But how? That's through the true believers. That's not through angels. That's not through miracles came from the heavens. That's through the true believers. That's why straight away after that, يا أيها الذين آمنوا هل أدلكم على تجارة تنجيكم. He speaks to the believers straight away after the ayah. And he ends the surah with when Isa said, Man ansari ila Allah. Who will support the deen of Allah with me? Why he end with that? To tell us that the light will always spread. But who will carry that flame? True believers. By teaching, by attending this type of lectures, by the good character, be a good example of Muslims. So always remind yourself to carry that flame, that light inside your heart. Because it always will be there. But either me and you carry it, or Allah will replace us with some people, they will carry this. That's why straight away after Surah As-Saff, Allah mentioned another surah. Anyone can tell me what's the surah after As-Saff? Al-Jumu'ah, straight away. Why Al-Jumu'ah after As-Saff? Because Al-Jumu'ah is about Yawmul Jumu'ah. Yawmul Jumu'ah is an indication of the strength of Muslims. Where the huge masajid in every city, full by Muslims from different background, different nationalities. That's the power of this deen. That's why in Surah As-Saff, Allah mentioned why the light goes slowly, because when the division of Muslims are so strong. Inna Allah. Saf, it means in one line. When you are in the same line, when you have that unity, that brotherhood, the light will be shine so strong. But when we are divided, the light will grow, but very slowly. Surah Al-Jumu'ah reminds us that Jumu'ah, the beauty of Islam is this unity, is this brotherhood. Also, why Jumu'ah after Saf? Because Jumu'ah told us another profound lesson, which is don't carry this light. Don't be like the people of the book before you. They don't care about that message. Just like when the animal carry a lot of books, that animal can't get benefit of the books. Also, problem with some of the carriers of this message and light, they don't understand it. They don't implement it. They don't act upon it. So that's why this. So we are the carriers of the light, carriers of the flame. Even one Muslim, a strong Muslim, can light up a whole city, just one person. And you have a lot of examples in history and modern life of some people, they went to some cities and they light up the whole city, just one person. Wallahu mutimmu nuri. So this is a promise from Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala that no one can stop the religion of Allah. Always when you recite Quran and come across this ayah, only twice in Quran, always remember this parable. A huge flame and a person try to say, blow it out to stop that. That's impossible. May Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala make us the carriers of this light and give us steadfast till we meet Him the day of judgment. Sallallahu ala abdi Rasulih Sayyidina Muhammad.